We just launched with the camera boat and we're going across to meet Aldo Nava, who operates Niagara Fishing Adventures. He's got that big, beautiful white boat, and it's an early morning. The sun is just starting to rise. And what we're going to do is literally putt-putt out, travel about 2 to 3 miles into Lake Ontario, where the water is about 60 to 90 feet, and we're going to set our lines down to try to catch trophy salmon and trout. Stay with us. You're going to see some great action.
Canadian Sport Fishing is brought to you by Rapala Premium Fishing Gear, crafted from experience. Yamaha on the water. This is my Yamaha. What kind of Yamaha are you? Dickies, a legend in work since 1922. Lucky Strike. More fish fight with a Lucky Strike.
You know, I've got a great crew this morning. I'm working with Aldo Nava and Rowan Jesik. And as you can see, Aldo's got his boat parked right beside the Sea Breeze, and it's a beautiful 31-foot charter boat. You can see all the rocket launchers up top. Aldo, you got a lot of rods.
Yeah.
On tackle. Downriggers, everything is set up.
Yeah,
and
we're
he's
all set.
right here in Port de Lucie, which is kind of nice because people have already been running up and down, and it's a real popular area. By the way, if you haven't been down to this part of southwestern Ontario, Port de Lucie is part of St. Catharines, and it's a beautiful, quaint area that's got nice shops and walking paths, and especially excellent fishing. You know, one of the keys to fishing out here and being successful, besides locating the fish, is trolling at the right speed. Because one of the most frustrating things, Aldo, you might as well get the line set up.
Yes, let's do it.
And Rowan, if you want to give him a hand,
Sure thing.
just getting all the dipsies off. Because it's very frustrating when you're marking fish, and right now I've got a split screen. I've got my GPS and my chart on the right, and I have my sonar on the left. Although we just marked a small fish at about 65 feet, just so you know.
That's perfect.
Great. Now this one outfit that we're using, you know, you see these 6 rods that are set, they're not all the same. Some are traditional downrigging rods. Because we're using wire line on this particular outfit, the rod is a little bit stiffer, and because we've got a lot of wire out, and it's actually multi-strand, I think it's 7-strand stainless wire, we've got a board that you can see is attached permanently to the line while it was out there trolling. When we get it close, we are going to take the board off. Although, how much line is behind the board?
That one's 6 colors of lead, so 60 yards plus about 100-foot leader.
Okay, so I'm going to take my time.
It's out there.
Yeah, you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, that's okay. Once we get the board in, it'll be a little bit quicker. So it doesn't feel like a big fish, but you really can't tell. Usually the big fish scream and give you a lot of resistance. You'll see what I'm doing here. I'm actually backing up as I'm retrieving, which is a good idea, so that the board doesn't get too close to the tip of the rod. Now Aldo's on his tiptoes, releasing it. He's releasing it nice and gently so there's no snap, which kind of helps to keep the fish on. And this is where the work starts. If you watch this reel, it's got a lot of capacity.
You might be able to see the colors on the reel itself.
Yep.
You're dragging them on the water there.
Yeah, the fish just came up.
There he
on
is
top.
up there at the surface.
Yep, no problem. Now you can see the technique that I'm using here. I've actually got my hand in front or above the reel. You don't really hold the rod like this. That's really tough on your wrist. That's one of the reasons why these boat trolling rods have long butts. You can actually put the butt somewhere in your belly, and you put your hand above the grip, the foregrip. Aldo, as I get closer, I'm going to back up. We got lots of room in this boat.
And we got a nice long net here.
I know,
too,
that really helps. Now, you're going to come perfect. You'll see there that I'm trying to get the fish to swing in the middle, not go over on the lines.
A little to the left, Rowan.
And now, there, I'm going to...
That's good.
Almost, away from that line. All right, Aldo. So what I'm going to do is take the hook out right here.
Nice fish.
Yeah, what a fighter. He's going to drop down in the net, and we can't really hold him in the water. You can see this basket net. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. You can see that this basket net has been designed for Great Lakes fishing. So even though it's deeper than some of the basket nets that I've been using on some of my fly-in trips, and even for walleye fishing, this one's a little bit deeper. And that rainbow, it's a male rainbow. Hopefully you can see it through the mesh. If you can hold it, Aldo. Have you got a, I'm going to just try to get it out. You know what? This fish has got so much energy, I'm not going to be able to. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm going to extend this out, and I'm going to release it. So that rainbow is about 7-8 pounds. It's a male. And because we've kept it in the water, he's got tons of energy. So all I'm going to do is reverse the net, and he's going to take off. And come on. There he goes. When it comes to fishing for these Great Lakes salmon and trout, some of the most popular lures to use are referred to as flutterlight spoons. And you can see this one that I'm holding up. See how thin it is? It's almost like pop can material. So these spoons are not designed for casting. They're designed to be used with diving devices, either downriggers, which are attached to your boat, or Dipsey divers, or even jet divers, and so on. So the idea of using a light spoon is that you're not using the spoon itself to get down deep. You're using something else to get the spoon there, and you want the spoon to follow whatever device you're using so that you know exactly what depth you're fishing at. That is a nice color, eh?
It's a great color.
Has it produced fish in the past?
Yeah, you know what? Purple seems to be a really good color, especially on when you're fishing a little shallower water.
Good.
And it produces a lot of rainbows.
Dickie's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes.
Well, I was with my whole family, my dad, my mom, my sister, and even my dog, and kind of caught it like any other fish. I realized it was huge, and we took it home. When I picked it up, it kind of slapped my face. I got really excited, and it's fun, and we have a good time.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the Dickie's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. It's free, and you could win some great prizes.